Hello, hi. Okay, we're live. Hi, we are recording. Hello, hi, how are you? I am Kelly Joe, aka Sunshine Joe 420. How are you? Hi, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you stopped. I'm so happy that you're listening. Hi, welcome. Today I am doing a big three astrology reading. So if you don't know what that is a reading for a sun sign, a moon sign, and a rising sign. If you have no idea what that even means, let's get a birth chart reading. Okay, Linktree is in my bio, guys. That is where you're going to find there is a submission request to just ask me questions about a birth chart. That is where you can find my Venmo to pay for a birth chart. I have a few different options. It is so great. It's so great. It's so great. So today we are focusing on 3 planets verse 12, because that is what a full birth chart reading is. This is for um my girl Keisha. Hi, thank you so much for allowing me this time. I'm super excited to be here. Before we start, I actually got a new deck of like gratitude, happy cards today. Focus on the good is what they're called. So I just thought it would be cool to start with one of those. I am sitting outside with the garage open, and I hope that it doesn't cause a huge glare on my face. But either way, I'm Kelly Joe. I'm so happy you're here. And yeah, let's start our reading with I am capable. I am capable. Oh, this one also is sitting right here. I am the author of my story. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful. Again, I'm Kelly Joe, Sunshine Joe, and we're going to jump into a reading. If you see me looking down, these are my notes. I do handwritten notes for every birth chart reading. So when you pay for a reading, you are getting obviously this video that you'll have for life. You're getting my notes if you want them, if you respond back, and a card pull at the very end. So it's beautiful, a great explanation. This is Astrology 101. Let's go. Okay. So my friend here is this is kind of a tricky, not tricky, that was not the right word. This was such an exciting birth chart to do. First and foremost, this beautiful goddess soul I've never met. Well, I have met one time, maybe 2 times, I'm not even sure, in real life, because I was at a vendor event and she put in her name to win this reading. So I don't know you from Adam. I don't know your situation. I don't know where you live. I don't, well, again, that's why I do know where you live, because I also sent you a free product. So I kind of know a little. I'm gonna be up. I'm an honest bitch. Okay. I don't know you, and I really hope that you take this reading from my heart. I am just kind of starting this practice. I get all of my information and all of my downloads. I have a bunch of books that I read, and I just really love to have the opportunity to share that with you. So, one, thank you so much. Take what you want, leave the rest. If you're not taking it because you don't like it, put it in your back pocket. Okay. And then two, I think, not I think, I curse, I think a little bit a lot. I do. I think I curse a little bit. So if that offends you, please know it is coming from such a beautiful place in my heart. And I'm sure that you say worse things to yourself every other day when you look at yourself in the mirror. I hope not, but you probably do. So take it with a grain of salt. I love you. And if I say the word bitch, that also means you're my best friend. And number three, your birthday is the same birthday as my mom. So that is really, 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 really special to me. So enough about me. Let's get into your reading. I do have my cards here just to kind of listen to us. So if you do see me flipping, that's just the cards that we'll do at the very end. Your sun sign. The sun sign, that's number one. That is your birthday basic sign. That's what everyone kind of generalizes you at. That is kind of like the category that you're put in. That is an Aquarius. The expression for Aquarius is I innovate. The ruling planets for Aquarius is Uranus and Saturn. And we'll actually get into that a little bit later into your reading. The element for Aquarius is air, and the symbol is the water bearer. So I told you I have these books. Let me show you. The pictures and the illustrations for Aquarius is just, of course, the one I picked is not great. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm recording this on a Friday, so happy Friday for that. But Aquarius, okay, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it's like a guy, it's a man, and he's bearing water. Water bearer. Water bearer is the symbol for Aquarius. The independent, free-thinking, beat of your own drum leader. You are very brilliant, free-spirited, and exciting. And even hearing these things about yourself, like hearing me say these things, like it's honestly like part of you is like, duh. And then the other part of you is like, oh, no, 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 no. And that is really to do with the ruling planets of Uranus and Saturn that's playing that kind of pull and tug in your brain and also your subconscious of course. So I hope you know how to take a compliment, and I mean all of those things, okay? Side note, my daughter, Riley Teresa Joe, is actually an Aquarius as well. So I have much love for Aquariuses. Ahead of your time, and that has been from the beginning of your time. Slightly righteous and a little rebellious, the world changer, water bearer. So your element is air. So a lot of people might get that confused with Aquarius, is that you might be a water sign, and that is not the case. You are an air sign, so you have a very not in the clouds, but a dreamy aspect, intellectual idea of what you want life to be. You have big dreams, you have big goals, and you know what you need to do to get there, but sometimes you do get caught in the air, but we'll get to that as well. Just because you are the water bearer, that does, like, you're not a water sign. And if you really don't know what I mean by like the signs and stuff, I would love to be able to help you dig in a little bit more, or just YouTube. YouTube is a great resource, obviously, yes. The present can kind of seem in the way with your forward thinking future ideas and goals. You tell it like it is, and some people cannot handle it. Some people cannot handle it. A very in their own confident Aquarius, they're going to tell you what the hell's up. They're going to tell you what you're doing wrong. They're going to tell you why you were wrong in the beginning. They're going to tell you why you should have followed them and listened to them from the start. And they really don't have a lot of regard for emotions. And that's not in a bad way. That's not to say that they're not emotional or they don't want you to show your emotions. You just like don't really see the time for them. And I know that sounds kind of fucked up, but so example, with like a child, I have 5 children, okay, ranging from my oldest son is 16, he's going to be a senior, and then our daughter, Halloway, she's going to be 3 in August. So I really truly see the range of emotion, you know what I mean? And I also see the end goal of what we're doing every day as a family unit. So sometimes when we be getting caught up in our emotions, oh yeah, also 4 out of those 5 children are girls, okay? So emotion is something that rules our life. I have a moon Aquarius, so I kind of understand this, like, okay, like, are we fucking done crying? Because, like, okay. If you don't feel that way, then it's just me, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me. I just said that you really ain't have time for that. You're just ready to move on. One thing about you, though, is that you are the humanitarian. That is another thing that's totally associated with Aquarius. Is the mama bear of the misfits is what I wrote down. It's what I downloaded, is what I call like my thoughts. Freedom, space, and personal agenda is a must in your life. Like, get up off of me. What do you want? What do you want? I totally feel that with my mom. Like, I'm a Gemini, so I just want you to fucking talk to me forever about everything that we've already talked about. And my mom was like, I just want to sit in this room and read Danielle Steele, my books, for eternity. And I felt like she didn't want to play with me, and she felt like I needed to learn how to play with myself. And we were both right. We were both right. So right now we are in the age of Aquarius. If that is not something you're familiar with, again, I would love to educate you a little bit more, show you more. But YouTube is a great resource. You're exactly where you should be on learning stuff like that. So the age of Aquarius is where we are at now. We just transitioned into the age of Aquarius. Last year, we were just in the age of Pisces for A really fucking long time. I don't know, hundreds, thousands of years. A really long time. That is where Jesus and, that time frame came from, was the age of Pisces. So it was very emotional and deep and sensitive and for the collective, but in a more emotional, bonded way, in a very Piscean energy way of the water and the flow of things and the time marching on. And now we have transitioned back into the age of Aquarius, and that is the age of forward fucking thinking for everyone. No matter the race, no matter the age, no matter the size, no matter the ego, no matter the political agenda, no matter the idea, no matter the church, no matter the trauma. It is for all of us. When I say collective, I mean every single one of us, worthy or not worthy. Because again, you as the Aquarius, you are the water bearer. You're bringing life to the people. Without water, we would be unalive, okay? And that is something that we are so thankful for. But, are you taking a drink? Are you taking a drink? In every single Aquarius representation that I've ever seen, he is pouring the water. And I hope to gosh, I hope to, you know, whatever, that either somebody's there with a cup to fill it up for him or he's saving a little bit for himself, because without the water bearer, we are not alive. So make sure to drink and fill your cup. It's definitely, definitely, definitely about forward thinking, progressive change for humanity, for generations to come. I'm not just talking about a few years. Like, I'm talking about this is the time where generations of trauma and of lack and of worry and of doubt and of these generational just freaking blockages and worries and traumas and all of that is breaking because of people like me and people like you. Hmm. And that has to be done. That has to be done, not just for us. Again, we understand that. That's very obvious. But we have to always understand that without us, nobody's doing. Nobody's doing, okay? You cannot be forced to do nothing or go anywhere, do a single thing if you don't fucking want to. It's very Aquarius energy, okay? You want everyone to change their ideas for your ideas, but you ain't changing yours for shit. That was probably a lot more prominent in your younger age, but there could be some things in life that that's still relevant for. So if it is, I encourage you to look into it. Okay, okay, okay. We're not perfect. Healing, not healed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I said the idea for world peace is so obvious to you, of like what we have to do, that we have to work together, that we have to love, that we have to be kind, that we have to be compassionate, that we have to accept one another, like love, gratitude, peace, joy. Whew, those are all such good, warmy, fuzzy feelings. And you understand that that's literally what we need to like get shit rolling here. And it makes you a little that there's still people that one either don't understand or two are acting like they don't understand to stand in the way of it happening. And that is why you are here. You are here to show that there is another way, that we can think different, that we can flip the script. There's so many ways to get to 10, 5 plus 5 or 7 plus 3. We are now in the age of thinking about different ways. 9 plus 1, right? Right. Um, But the thing is that the people who disagree or try to offer their unwanted or forced opinions or goals or ideas, like I wrote, I wrote off with their fucking head. But for real, you find that very irritating. You don't like that. You can cut. It ain't nothing to cut up. Literally what comes to my mind right away. You want to solve problems. You want to offer hope to the collective, to live in constant energy of facts and opinions and ideas and real fucking solutions. Like, My husband, Scududo Solutions, that's our business that we just started running this year. God willing, thank you, Jesus. We are going to be so successful, and I'm so proud of him. It's been a dream that's been in the works for a long time, but our slogan is Scududo Solutions. There is no problem, there's only solutions. It's that simple. It's that simple. And when you really transition your mindset to think like that, which you have, that's not the problem here. The problem here is that sometimes a bitch just needs a hug. I can understand that wholeheartedly, being raised by an Aquarian mother. 100%. Like, yes. And as a mom now, yes, discipline is needed. Yes, logic is needed. Yes, authority is needed. Yes, respect is needed. Yes, all of those things that need to be established in the bound. But sometimes when things go wrong or they fall on their ass or like shit really does like pop the hell off, as the person you are in their life, sometimes they just need a hug. I have to ask myself a lot when I have friends or people who come and talk to me and want advice or want to talk about things or want to vent about their husbands or their friends or their sisters. I straight up ask them before we start this conversation, are you looking for sympathy or are you looking for a solution? And I tell them that either answer is okay. If they want me to fucking bash that bitch, let's go. Your husband's a trash bag. Or if they really want me to give them a logical solution of how we can start arranging shit, then that's what I'll do. And either way, I'm so grateful that I'm the one that they ask for that. But I cannot keep giving unwanted or unsolicited or kind of like unneeded in that moment advice and love and solutions, because that is only hurting a relationship. That is only hurting a relationship. My mind literally just told me to say, shut up. It's only hurting the relationship. Okay? Again, take what you like, leave the rest, please. Excuse me. I said some of my Aquarius people just really don't feel at home here, and that's because, again, so I don't feel at home here. What I mean by that, my mind just told me, bitch, back up. What the hell? Um, don't feel at home here. You have always felt, maybe especially like in your childhood before you like grew up and like did your own shit and had your own life, you always might have felt like a little different or a little off, or like the things that you thought about or the things you wanted to do or the things that you spiked your interest were just a little different. The way you dressed was just different. The way that you express yourself was just a little different. The way that you wanted to do things was just a little different. The way that you expressed joy and happiness was just a little different. Like my Riley Joe, like we could be at Six Flags Great Freaking America and she could be on the roller coaster like, and I'm like, dude, what the f is wrong? And she's like, nothing. And I'm like, you're good? You're happy? She's like, I'm great. And I'm like, oh, okay. I couldn't tell by your face. She's just a vibe. You know what I mean? Can't get her to do shit. Hopefully that'll change someday soon. I don't know. She's 8. We'll see. But that's just because you were created. You were We all have a soul purpose. We all have a reason that we're here. We all have a destiny. We all, whether you believe it or whether you know it or whether you want to talk more about that, like we chose to come here. We chose to have this story. We chose to do this. And I believe that right now there's a lot of people who are alive and walking in this earth that knew exactly what was going to be happening in this time. And we knew that the world, the collective needed fucking help. It needed light. It needed love. It needed awareness. It needed a different fucking way. And we volunteered. Stupid, right? No. But we volunteered, and we cannot forget that. We cannot forget that when things get hard, when things get tough, when things get weird, when people stop listening, when people stop watching, when people stop believing, you cannot forget that it's for so much greater purpose. And just be thankful for life. Be thankful for life. There are people here, missions, purposes, dreams, relationships that require and need and want you. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay, so actually I feel like that went like a lot longer than I kind of wanted it to. So I think I'm going to pause here and I'm going to come back with a part 2 with your sun and your rising and your tarot card pulling. Okay, I'll be back. Catch me for part 2. Okay, bye.